Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're rounding up economies of scale. This morning we're going to talk about other limits to growth, limitations to growth. Why do businesses find it difficult to expand? Other limits to growth. The first one is lack of finance. Now when we talk about finance, finance simply means disbursement of funds from the surplus unit of the economy to the deficit unit of the economy. So when we talk about finance, it simply means how we are able to source for funds in terms of expansion. So some businesses would really want to grow or expand, but because they lack the financial capability or they do not have that ability to source or to raise finance. One of the reasons why it might be difficult for them to raise finance is because financial institutions consider them as high risk. So when the financial institution consider a business as a high risk, it simply means, okay.
Isn't it usually small businesses?
What?
Isn't it usually small businesses?
Yeah, usually small businesses. If you are a large business, you are financially okay. You wouldn't have expanded before getting to that stage. Without finance, you wouldn't have become big. So, the question is, why do financial institutions consider small businesses as high risk? Why? Because they might not be able to pay back. Because they are small. Whatever money banks are giving to them, they might not be able to pay it back. So that's why they are considered as high risk. They don't have that credit, they don't have the credit ability to pay back. Do you understand the financial institutions here? So because they are too small, or they are so small and considered as high risk, financial institutions would not want to give them a loan. As a result of that, they might not be able to finance their expansion. So lack of finance means that a small business might not be able to become bigger. Do you understand the first point? Yes. The second one, nature of the market. We talk about nature of the market. It simply talks about the kind of market the business is operating in. There are some markets that are too small to accommodate a large business. Get the point here? There are some markets that are too small to accommodate a large business. If you are too big, the market is not going to sustain you. That means you are so big that the customers that are available is not enough for your sustainability, especially in the niche market. You know what a niche market is, right? A market for a specific group of customers. So there are just few numbers of customers you have. Why do you want to expand? When you sell to a specific group of people, you don't have to expand. Just like a barber shop. A barber does not need to have a very big shop because a lot of barbers are available. So that kind of market, you cannot expand it. Do we understand? Yes. So the kind of customers you have will determine if you can expand your business or not. Not that you don't have the financial capability. Here, you have the financial capability, but there's no point in expanding. It's a waste of resources. Do we understand the second point here? The third one, lack of managerial skills. So owners of the business might want to expand because they have the financial capability to expand. The market they are in is a market that has the potential to grow, but they lack the managerial skill when it comes managing a big business. So their problem, their own setback is not about finance, it's not about the market, but their lack of managerial skills. So because they lack the managerial skills, that means they cannot manage a large business. So that's made them to not expand. Do you understand the third point here? Yes. And the last one, lack of motivation. Now, when we talk about lack of motivation, it might simply be profit satisfies me. Profit satisfies me. Some owners of the business, the profit they are making might be just enough for their own. They don't want to take further risk. So whatever they make is sufficient for them. So that makes them not want to expand. Get the point? Because the bigger your expansion, the bigger the risk. So they do not want to take more risk. They don't have the incentive to become bigger. As a result of that, they remain small. Not that the market they are in is not a market that has the potential to grow. Not that they lack the financial capability. Not that they lack the managerial skills. But the profit they are making is enough for their own. So they don't want to expand further because when you expand further, you might be taking a huge risk. So the profit is enough. We call it profit satisfies. So when the profit you make is enough to sustain your business and your lifestyle, then you might as well not to expand. Do you understand the third point? Yes. So these are the reasons why a business might not actually grow. Any questions about it? So that takes us to the multiple choice. We can do this together anyway. They said, the first one, employing a specialist cost accountant is in a growing business is an example of which type of economy? Employing a specialist cost accountant in a growing business is an example of which type of economy? Is it technical, risk-bearing, managerial, or marketing? Managerial economies of scale. Yeah, it's managerial. Do you get that?
Yes.
So the answer for that is D, right? C. Managerial economies of scale. Any questions about that? The second one. What impact? I think we know technical economies of scale. Yeah. Technical is the ability to buy equipment, machinery, or invest in technology. I want to talk about risk-bearing. It means you are able to spread, you are able to diversify. And the last one is marketing economies, when you are able to spread your advertising cost on different kinds of products you produce. So the second one, what impact will internal economies of scale have on cost? Will it increase? Will it reduce the total cost? Average cost will what? No. Will fall. We said economies of scale is a cost advantage we have as a result of expansion. As soon as we expand, our average cost of production is expected to fall. So the answer is what? C. D. Sorry, yeah, D. It's average cost of production, not variable cost. Variable costs are costs that changes as the level of output changes. Average cost will not rise because if it rises, it becomes diseconomies of scale. Do you get it?
Yes.
And total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. I think that point is clear.
Yes, sir.
The next one. Question 3. Which of the following is an example of an external economy of scale? External. Remember, what is external economies of scale? We said a cost advantage due to expansion in the industry. A cost advantage as a result of expansion in the industry. So which one is a cost advantage here? Increased cooperation and information sharing between businesses. Rising cost is diseconomies of scale.
C.
Lower cost owing to bulk buying, that is internal.
Oh, yes.
Better efficiency resulting from specialization, that's specialization. So the answer is what? A, great. The answer is A. Increased cooperation and information sharing between businesses. And this could also lead to research and development financing. And the last question, which of the following is a possible limit to business growth? What are the reasons why a business might not be able to expand? Stop that, please.
Lack of finance.
Fall in the exchange rate. Fall in the exchange rate will affect flow. A fall in the exchange rate would increase exportation. A fall in exchange rate will increase exportation. This will increase exportation. It increases exportation, right? It increases exportation. So it doesn't have anything to do with external economies of scale. Government restriction will reduce exportation. Government restriction will reduce exportation. Marketing constraints. When there's marketing constraints, it simply means there's restriction in the market. Oh, we cannot because we lack certain things. With market constraints, it means we cannot do some things based on different variables. So that does not have anything to do with market business growth, because market constraint is an external factor. It does not only affect a small business, it also affects large businesses. Do we understand?
Yes.
Do we know external factors?
Yes.
Factors that are beyond the control of the business. So this is external factor. So the only answer here we have is lack of finance, and we talked about this previously. Lack of finance simply means the inability of the Fed to raise finance. Because you cannot raise finance, then you might not be able to expand. So that ends chapter 40. 40 what?
40.
Chapter 40, Economies of Scale. Thank you.